And now the news is good with Matthew Martin.
I'm Matthew Martin, and the news is good. Tomorrow, is my birthday. Tomorrow, Lord willing, will be my birthday. And not just any birthday either. On Wednesday, I turn 42. Now, that's not a big milestone-sounding number. I know it's maybe not as ho-hum as something like 31 or 28 or 44, but 42 was the age of Elvis when he died of a heart attack. So now I've got that going for me, which is nice. I remember when I turned 30, that was a big one. That was the queen mother of all the, birthdays. It's funny because all throughout my 20s, I never thought about entering my 30s as a big deal. After all, I'm usually very low-key about birthdays. All I ever want is some chocolate cake with white icing, maybe some kind of grossly unhealthy dinner, fried chicken, Chick-fil-A nuggets, a massive steak, something, and usually a pair of new shoes. And as I approached 30, I felt myself getting more and more anxious and contemplative. I used to tease my wife that I would work hard, write all my commentaries, and then drop dead at 40. She made me stop saying that. And now that I'm approaching this particular milestone, I find myself nervous about what the rest of my life will bring. I've been thinking about what I actually accomplished in my first 42 years and whether or not I will accomplish anything meaningful for the rest of my life. That kind of deep meditative stuff keeps a man up at night. It reminds me of the time that Isaiah confronted the cowardly king of Judah, Ahaz. He too was extremely anxious, not about a birthday, but about a possible invasion by Israel and Syria. The prophet spoke words of reassurance, and the king was not receptive, but the words were still good ones to remember whenever we're battling anxiety for whatever reason. And say to him, "Take heed and be quiet, fear not, neither be faint-hearted over the two tales of these smoking firebrands, the fierce anger of Rezin with Syria, and of the son of Remaliah." Isaiah 7, verse 4. Isaiah tells Ahaz to take heed, pay attention to God. Be quiet, settle down. Fear not, stop letting negativity control your thoughts. Don't be faint-hearted, or do stop assuming the worst. And he says all that, why? Because the threats against him are just smoking firebrands, literally dying embers. A dying ember gives a lot of smoke, but there's not much fire left. It looks like a serious threat from a distance, but up close you realize it's all bark and no bite. We all have problems, and they're all big to us, but none of them are too big for God. Pay attention to Him, settle down, trust Him, stay positive, know that He will guide you through your trial. When He does, you'll look back and realize it wasn't a forest fire like it appeared to be. It was just a dying ember. Still want that chocolate cake, though. Steak would be nice, too. Thank you, Matthew. We now go live to our special correspondent who's out on the field. Matthew. Thank you, Matthew. Today's Bible reading comes from Ephesians 4, verse number 32, where Paul says, "Be ye kind one to another, tender-hearted, forgiving one another, even as God for Christ's sake has forgiven you." Has somebody wronged you? I'll bet you they have. Have you found it difficult to forgive them? You probably have. I would simply remind you in that case, and I say this to myself as well, that you are forgiven by God. That God, for the sake of Christ, has forgiven you. A phrase which means that God forgave you to such an extent that He sacrificed Jesus in order to forgive you. And if God went to those lengths in order to forgive you, who are you not to forgive the one who has come to you and sincerely asked for it as well? Hope you've had a great day today. My prayer for you is that you will have joy, not necessarily happiness. It's not that I don't want you to be happy, it's just happiness is such a small thing compared to joy. Happiness is superficial, happiness is fleeting, happiness is dependent on, as the word implies, happenstance. Your circumstances are good, you're happy. When they're not good anymore, you're not happy anymore. And that's no good for a Christian to be topsy-turvy, wibbly-wobbly. So don't have happiness, rather have joy. If you have joy, you'll have a deeper kind of happiness, one that endures through difficult times and through difficult seasons. So have joy, no matter what you're going through. If you're going through a bad thing, you may not be necessarily happy, but you can still be joyous. And Paul, of course, is the great proof of that in his letter to the Philippians. So have joy in spite of circumstances, and you will find a deeper kind of happiness than you ever thought was possible. Have a great day. God bless.
reason. Jesus is the story. From the beginning, he shares God's glory. Shares God's glory. Bring it down. Shares God's glory. Shares God's glory. No chance. Verse 2. Hit it. Bam, 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 bam. We found 3 wise men to a stall, a baby in a manger, Lord of us all. From heaven he came to sleep in the hay, King of the world on a bed made of clay. Oh, we're a chicken mother. All right, stop the 80s hip hop music. I may have gone too far.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Well, here we are, the final stop.
Oh, gosh.
Maybe. Well, I don't know, Barney. I can't tell you the future.
I'm going to do it.